Hey my friends, how are you? Let's get more news from Green Bay Packers, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Packers trade proposal sends $30 million defensive lineman to Green Bay. The Green Bay Packers have a serious need on the defensive line, but General Manager Brian Gutekunst could fix those issues up front by making a trade for an established veteran in the trenches. Despite having a star on the defensive line in Kenny Clark, the Packers have lacked a true impact starter next to him since Mike Daniels left after the 2018 season. However, Alex Ballentine with Bleacher Report believes that the team could make a trade for a legitimate starter before training camp kicks off. Along with trade suggestions for Buda Baker, who has been linked in trade rumors, and Josh Nijman, Ballentine suggested that Grover Stewart from the Indianapolis Colts would be an ideal piece for the Packers. The Colts defensive tackle is in the final year of his contract, and Indianapolis already has big money invested in DeForest Buckner on the inside, Ballentine wrote. If the Colts don't intend to extend Stewart's contract, they might be willing to part ways with him. The 29-year-old would be a big boost for the Packers' run defense. At 6'4", 315 pounds, he's the kind of big-bodied tackle who could come in alongside Kenny Clark and give them consistency. The Packers have a glaring need on the D-line. Even after drafting a pair of potential hybrid defensive linemen in the 2023 NFL Draft, the unit remains one of the team's biggest needs heading into next season. Outside of Clark, there's not much certainty as to who will be starting on the defensive line. Devonte Wyatt was a first-round pick for the Packers last year, but the former Georgia standout saw very little action until late into his rookie season. Assuming that Wyatt is able to take a second-year jump and become a full-time starter, there are still questions about who will be the third starter. Dean Lowry left for a division rival in the Minnesota Vikings, while Jarran Reed has reunited with his old team in the Seattle Seahawks. The remaining options aren't exactly inspiring. TJ Slaton has shown flashes as a reserve nose tackle, but him starting would mean that Clark would likely have to kick out to defensive end. Other options include unproven players like Chris Slayton and Jonathan Ford or the rookies in Colby Wooden and Carl Brooks. Unless one of those players turns out to be a hidden gem, the Packers are going to need a legitimate third starter at some point. And you fan, what do you think of the Grove Stewart situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.